you share how unconscious bias manifests across leadership?
I think as leaders or as seniors in the organization, we just need to be more observant. And call out when you see things that is not right. I was the senior group member in a meeting, and the chair of the meeting is my boss, and then suddenly he said, you know what, I saw Angel try to speak 3 times, but not successfully. Can you guys just let her talk? And that is very helpful, for me to have a voice, but at the same time, he's demonstrating leadership, in DEI.
So women report, and this is backed up by studies, that they get interrupted way more than men. And also the tendency of women to be picking up the admin in meetings, whether that's the minutes, whether that's the drinks, whether it's the follow-up, right?
When you're the first of anything, there's a lot of pressure. I'm sitting in a meeting once with 12 other men sitting around the table, and they're just going around saying all the same things in a different way, and I'm just sitting there and I'm watching them like this. So finally I chime in, and the gentleman says, well, thank you for sharing that wisdom. I never looked at it that way. And I leaned in and said, of course not. You're not a woman. And the guy just kind of chuckled and said, you're right.
I think when we're talking about biases, there are a lot of different forms, especially in tennis. In the world, there are only less than 5% of women's coach. Very young junior female players. There are a lot of emotional flows. There are the way of communication, which I think if I will have a female coach, that will help me a lot. After retirement, I really want to help the next generation about this because I see what I've come through.
What do you think are some of the key actions that organizations can take to foster a more inclusive environment?
We have a Male Allies initiative, which is cross-sector, and those are male leaders and female leaders in business who commit to listen, to learn, and to take action. And they go back to their companies and they sponsor women, they mentor women. They also loudly and proudly take up parental leave, and that's extremely powerful.
One of the things I think important, to get diversity and inclusion is to maintain fair play, to maintain a very transparent guardrails of what means by success. Doesn't matter whether you are male or female, young or old, experienced or not experienced. You need to have a very clear judgment of the rule of the game.
Thank you very much to all our speakers.